kind of gone through like this evolution of content. I mean, you remember, if I remember correctly, you were doing daily vlogs or family style somewhat and everything like that. So when did that transition kind of go more towards maybe to TikTok maybe would start, and then maybe to spin art? What kind of started that transition a little bit more?
Yeah, so in 2019, TikTok was blowing up, which was Musically, back
Right,
then,
right.
and then it transitioned to TikTok. But uh, I was on TikTok, and I follow a lot of big guru people, and then like TikTok's a new thing, and so I got on there. I just started, scrolling, just watching what people were doing, and people would get, tons of views and tons of followers really quickly, and that would transition into their other social media platforms. And then I started posting more on TikTok, and I had 1,000 followers in like a matter of 10 hours. And I just thought, okay, are these fake followers or are these real people? Like that doesn't ever happen like on Instagram or my YouTube that I get 1,000 followers, in a matter of hours, pretty much. And I wasn't even posting my spin art stuff. It was just me posting my, pretty much my vlog content onto TikTok. And I kept using the platform, and TikTok again was exploding. And I was like, okay, I've narrowed it down to 3 different things of why you need to use TikTok. I got to make YouTube videos and tell other people that they need to use TikTok. And pretty much how I summed it up is if you have a business of any sort, like I don't care if you're into baking or you knit sweaters or you're, a marketing person, you need to be on TikTok. Find your voice, your niche, and put it on TikTok. People will find it entertaining.
Mm.
And I just kept making videos about that last year into 2020. And finally, I thought, you know what? Maybe I should just show people what I mean. And that's after I started doing spin art. The whole spin art evolution, which I never thought I was going to do that, was during quarantine. We got sent home from work for like 8 weeks. And they're like, hey, just go home. We're going to quarantine. We're going to follow the law pretty much. And, 2 weeks into the quarantine, I was like, okay, I don't want to sit on my couch and watch, the Tiger Guy on Netflix anymore. Like I got to do something more than just watch Netflix. And it was more of a family thing. I thought, okay, I'm gonna go get paint, canvases, and just finger paint with my family out in the backyard, have fun in the summertime. It's gonna be fun. And that kind of evolved into, okay, what would happen if I just I like what I'm doing with my fingers. Like, can I make something cool if I spin it? I don't know why I thought about that, but it's kind of how my mind goes. I guess being the creative type. And so I just put a bunch of paint on a canvas and I just started throwing it like a frisbee in the backyard. And that, created some cool designs. It was fun. I put it on TikTok and like people were like saying, "Oh, that looks really cool." And I'm like, "Okay, I mean, cool." And then one day it was like snowing super hard, I think in March, I believe it. And I was like, you know what? What if I attached my canvas to a drill? What if I just put paint on it while it's spinning? And it was snowing super hard. And I'm like, it's not the right time. It's bad weather. It's not gonna be cool. People are gonna hate it. And I'm like, no, I just gotta do it. Because my entire mantra up until then was always the hashtag keep on creating. And at some point you'll find whatever your niche is, you'll find what you're looking for. And so the whole idea of just creating different content, creating different videos will get you to that point. And finally, I did it outside in bad weather. I made a TikTok, and that was like the first TikTok that got like 2 or 3 million views now. As I was doing spin art. And that same night, someone reached out, a friend of mine. They were like, "Hey, I want to buy that piece." I'm like, you want to buy this piece? Like, what does that mean? I'm not selling them. I'm like, yeah, I'll give you X amount of dollars. Okay. And so they cashed at me. I sent it out, and then the next day I did the same thing with different colors on the same spin art rig that I rigged up on the drill. And someone else reached out, "Hey, I want to buy that piece." And I was like, okay. They're like, "I'll buy it for," and I think it was like $100 or something. I'm like, okay, this is it's like 3 digits. It's not like $20. It's not $50. Maybe I should just track it. So I had a e-commerce site within like an hour and a half. I sent them the link to that website. They bought the piece, and that was like my first sale. And I was like, okay, what if people like this stuff? What if they want to buy art, during quarantine from this guy on TikTok? And I just started doing it. And that's how spin art kind of evolved. But from from trying to have a family, event where we just do it every single day and just have fun without, blowing our minds up and watching Netflix. So that's kind of how it evolved. But I got to that from creating all these different other videos, and I always say, like, spin art's not going to be my forever thing. At some point I'll do something else, and then, like, that will take over, but right now I'm enjoying spin art. I'm enjoying, vlogging about it, posting all my videos on YouTube. And it's just been a crazy journey. And so it'll be a year in March.